that's also there. Like कुछ लोग गिराने की कोशिश करते हैं, कुछ लोग inspire भी होते हैं. Like there is all sorts of people out there, and it's like um like you said, scientists creating art. It is artistic. Like whatever machineries or whatever you're creating, that is art in a way. Like obviously, like if you see the commerce angle of cars, for example, scientists are making cars after all, like designing them on cars, जो भी, or I don't know what are making, but just saying. But after all, when it's sold on images. And what is images but art, right? So like obviously there's art everywhere. But then again, we can't say anything about the society as such because everything exists. Like if there are people who will inspire, then there will automatically be people who pull you down. It's like yin and yang situation. If there is good, there is evil. There is evil, there is good. So Sara ikatha, all such. But then again, it's not about tuning out from this voice कि these voices कि मतलब क्या अच्छा है क्या बुरा. Like do acknowledge them, don't tune out. But then again, there's this thing we even say, criticize. And criticize does not mean to bash someone. It does not even to mean appreciate someone. It's like a mixture of both, uh, bashing and criticism. It's like being very objective, rational, straightforward, middle, right? This middle. So, what is that balance in yourself? That balanced voice telling you and following that, following your heart in the most balanced manner. I guess that's one way we can thrive as artists.
आई थिंक एक वो भी जो तुमने बड़ी एक अच्छी बात पॉइंट आउट की कि लाइक आई थिंक हम फिजियोलॉजिकली ट्रेन नहीं है क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग के लिए, राइट? हमें झुंड में फॉलो करना सिखा दिया जाता है, एंड अगर कोई एक बोल रहा है किसी एक ने गद्दी हासिल करी, राइट, तो हमें लगता है भाई वही भगवान है. इंस्टेड लाइक आई थिंक वी शुड क्वेश्चन those people more, let's say even on YouTube for that matter, right? Just to give you a recent example, तो हम बस ये 3-4 क्रिएटर हैं जो लेकिन इससे यू कैन से फील गुड बेचते हैं, राइट? एंड हमने उनको एक गद्दी पे चढ़ा रखा है कि भाई जो इनके थॉट्स है वो सुप्रीम है, मतलब एकदम सरस्वती थॉट्स है, राइट? बट अगर कोई क्वेश्चन कर रहा है तो दे डू एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम द बैक चैनल टू लाइक सबड्यू देयर वॉइस कि ठीक है कॉपीराइट मार दिया, कुछ मार दिया, राइट? आई थिंक दैट हैपेंस कि हम क्रिटिसिज्म नहीं देना चाहते बिकॉज एक इतना बड़ा ईगो अटैच्ड होता है कि भाई जब हम झुंड में फॉलो करें तो ये भी करिए, आउट ऑफ द वे क्यों जा रहा है, राइट? आई थिंक दैट इज वेयर द जूस ऑफ लाइफ गाइस.
हाँ, I mean ये तो है ही कि like it has been historical through and through कि मतलब जो बहुत ही out of the way जाके न्यू कुछ करता है उसको हम obviously like eradicate ही क्या कर दिया जाता है उसके existence एक तरीके से. Like it's global and historical at the same time, but it's like you know like criticism को follow करना. इट्स लाइक यू जस्ट सेड कि हम गद्दी पे बिठा देते हैं किसी को भी एंड उसको भगवान मानने लगते हैं. सो व्हाई डू दैट? लाइक वी इवन क्रिटिसाइज गॉड. लाइक आई आई डोंट नो कि मतलब आप कितना लोग करते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द सिचुएशंस, बट otherwise we do criticize God, right? So why not do this to people? And obviously जो ये पॉइंट है लोगों को भगवान मान लेना एंड ऑल दैट, लाइक गणेश के टॉन्ट पे सेज कि आपको कभी कभी लगता है आपको कि भगवान है. सो आई मीन देयर इज एन इंटरेस्टिंग थॉट बिहाइंड इट एज वेल, जो मतलब कैपिटलिज्म और कमर्शियलिज्म से वो काफी ज्यादा लिंक कर देता है एंड ऑल दैट. बट देन अगेन दैट डज नॉट मीन कि यू स्टॉप thinking. It's not that. I mean, despair hota hai. You get mentally broken every time when you see the system. Like yesterday only, I was talking to a friend जिसने एक रूरल एरिया में लाइब्रेरी खोली and against all the odds of these Hindutva radicals and uh, bureaucracy and all that, and obviously so we just see कि मतलब we will be broken so many times, but at the same time we don't stop being who you are.
Hmm.
Like she was able to do it because she believed in herself and she believed in her cause. So as long as you're just, so I don't think there should be any problem with the fact you to whom you're talking to or to whom you're criticizing, because criticizing, as I said, must be understood as this. It's a very balanced thing. It's not cynicism and it's not appraisal. It's a mixture of both of those things. लाइक बहुत सारे न्यूज चैनल ये करते हैं कि हम सब बड़े क्रिटिक्स हैं, या मूवी क्रिटिक्स करते हैं कि मतलब ये चीज निट पिक करी और उसको सारा बैड बैड बैड, ये बैड था वो बैड था, ये चीजें बहुत होती है. बट criticism is not about pointing out bad. It's
Hmm.
about pointing out what is there. जो अच्छा है जो अच्छा है and जो बुरा है वो बुरा है. It's not about going either ways. But then again, as a conditioning, I don't know when we will have that sort of
Hmm.
enlightenment or epiphany.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it's probably for the best if we have it soon.
सही
Like
बात है.
not just about this country or anything, but as a global species. Because if we don't have it, then we don't know what. If there is no criticism, then probably there is no direction to our actions. लाइक
Hmm.
यदि तुमको पता ही नहीं कि तुम क्या कर रहे हो और किस लिए कर रहे हो, यदि तुम क्रिटिसिज्म को यहाँ पे सिनोनिमस करते हैं इंट्रोस्पेक्शन या रेट्रोस्पेक्शन से,
Hmm.
if you're not coming to know कि why are we doing something, then there is no point in doing something. And that's probably the most capitalistic thing after all, कि you are, as a product, you are making products one after the other without a stop, खत्म नहीं हो रहा, सब चीज सिस्टम में बनती जा रही है, सिस्टम में आती जा रही है, बम्बार्डमेंट हुई जा रही है, एंड देयर इज नो पॉइंट टू एनीथिंग.
Hmm. Hmm.
राइट. तो to know the point of life, you need to criticize yourself, criticize someone else, criticize everything.
सही बात है. And
Like,
I think it should be a criticism with a solution that you think could be the way moving ahead, because mostly I see that people just like to criticize or just like be scholars in a room, but then एक backing like उनके थ्योरी या कुछ भी राइट बैक करने के लिए एक्शंस बहुत जरूरी है आई सपोज.
yes, it's like work और word,
हम्म.
दोनों में सिर्फ एक लेटर का डिफरेंस है.
हम्म.
Right.
हम्म.
And still there is something that should go hand in hand. Work and word should
हम्म.
go hand in hand.
हम्म.
Right. And it's like, um, क्या कह सकते हैं कि criticism with a solution. Yes, I mean, it is not like, मैंने बहुत पहले भी कहा था कि like introspection, like इसी वीडियो में I guess मैंने बहुत पहले भी बोला था कि there is no such thing कि मतलब solution आएगा ही आएगा, because probably it doesn't. Right, as people of literature and someone else is also, accustomed to the story of waiting for Godot.
हम्म.
वो कभी आए ना आए, you never know.
हम्म.
But at the same time, you can always have the hope कि
हम्म.
कुछ तो आएगा.
हम्म.
Because sometimes hoping to do something may not lead you to that destination, but sometimes the journey becomes very meaningful. Like,
Agreed. Yes. हम्म.
right. So you make things in that journey, Joe, you can use in some other journey, and then in
हम्म.
some other journey, and that's how life goes on meaningfully instead
हम्म.
of doling out things meaninglessly.
सही बात है. आई थिंक वो ये बात तो पॉइंट आउट कर रहे कि फ्रॉम लाइक बिकमिंग मोर गोल ओरिएंटेड वी शुड बिकम मोर प्रोसेस ओरिएंटेड and like just being with the process, like deeply involved with the process, ताकि हमें उसके nuances और वो सारे बहुत अच्छे से deeply पता लग सके, and like we can use those learnings elsewhere. I think that is what you're trying to point out, right?
Like, it is not wrong to be goal oriented, on because goal oriented is something inherent to our species.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, at the same time, we should not forget the process, because यदि हम process भूल जाएंगे तो we are also forgetting our present in the sake of some future जो हमको पता भी.
Hmm. Hmm. Agreed. Agreed. Good. So just wanted to ask you one like question, like